Get your ass in here. Let me begin. Still 5 bars, my God. I thought you might. 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, you didn't go in that gantry. Apparently, it's not made for the heftier gentleman, shall we say. The gantry. Apparently, it's not easy to get to if you're fat. Oh, there. I'm happy down here, though, being around the fans. The little people. I'm joking. Fans are football. Let's do this. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Connection's good. We're rolling. Brought your own packed lunch?
No, they've got lunch pasties, but I've never had them.
Oh, they're gorgeous. So it's just pastry. You got beef in there, potatoes, onions, that sort of carrots. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. That's all I ate when I was in Cornwall. Yeah, that's all I ate when I was down there. Came out looking like a Cornish pasty. Even had the crinkle in my hair. Why are we waiting? Waiting on the ref.
Okay, give a big warm welcome to today's two teams, Coventry United and Biggleswade United. Biggleswade United have been led out by the under-7s team.
After a period of reflection following a surprise defeat last Tuesday, Coventry United are back, raring to go at a sodden Keach Hospice Care Stadium. The form book would suggest a straightforward victory for the Red and Greens. And I think we all know after Easington, games are not won on paper. Join us for the action here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook.
Joseph King.
Changes were expected and changes have been made by Terry Anderson today as the Red and Greens look to put their title push firmly back on track. Liam Kane's return from facial injuries couldn't have been timed better, with Aaron Williams out for up to 6 weeks. Josh O'Grady makes his first start of the campaign after suffering an injury in pre-season, while Elaine Sawyer and Joe Cairns also return to the starting lineup. Biggleswade make 2 changes to the side who lost to Cogenhoe 4-1 last week. There's no place in the squad for Lewis Croucher and Martin Afosu. In their place, Mohammed Ali El Kwahabi and Bernat Puig Fowles are drafted into the midfield. Biggleswade season yet to take off as we enter October. 10 games in, the home team yet to score a point with a goal difference of -53.
The substitutes, number 12, Oliver Henton. 14, Jordan Marty. 15, George Harlow.
Welcome
And 16,
to
Jack
a
Maloma.
rather wet second meadow, also known as the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. My name's Liam Cook. I'm with you here on Coventry United TV for this match between Biggleswade United and Coventry United. A battle of the Uniteds today, and really a battle of David versus Goliath if you look at the league table. But as we said in the intro, we can't take anything for granted after recent matches. Let's take you through the starting lineups, kicking off with the home side, Biggleswade. So for Biggleswade today, number 1, Aaron Khan. Number 2, George Joyce. Number 3 is Axel Ampadu. Number 4, Zondi Chunga. Number 5, Gabriel Adiwolo. Number 6, Stephen Bailey. 7, Bernard Puig-Vals. Number 8, Mohammed Ali El Kwahabi. Number 9 is Ivan Atono. Number 10, Brahma Fati. And number 11, Frailis Mianambolo. I honestly don't know how I got that name right. Substitutions for Biggleswade: 12, Oliver Henton. 14, Duke Nati. 15, George Harlow. And number 16, Cameron Omar. And for Coventry United today, number 1, Reece Francis. Number 2, Harry Sawyer. 3, Chris Camwell. Number 4, Liam Cairns. Number 5, Ben Valance. 6, Dominic Perkins. Number 7, Josh O'Grady. Number 8, Joe Cairns. Number 9, Riley O'Sullivan. Number 10, Kyle Carey. And number 11 is Dom Elaine. Substitutes for the Red and Greens today. Number 12, Tyler Donaldson. 14, Jack Bowden. Number 15, Joe Blowers. And number 13, the sub-goalkeeper is Chris Roscoe. We're all set to go, luckily undercover, as we prepare for the off. Biggleswade in red and purple kits, Coventry United in their away strip of green. So we can cut out the red and bit for today, it's just the greens. Coventry United to kick off from left to right. Riley O'Sullivan standing over the ball. Reece Francis in goal, today's captain in the absence of Aaron Williams. Williams ruled out for up to 6 weeks after an injury suffered at Easington. Excuse me. Grady intercepts in the midfield. Dom Elaine, United immediately on the assault. Over to the left-hand side where Carl Carey is waiting. It's over Carey's head, but he dispossessed by George Joyce. Good defending by the right back and launched away by Gabriel Adiwolo. Perkins. Chunga couldn't maintain possession. It's Ben Valance. Perkins volleyed through the centre circle by Liam Kent, only as far as Ampadu. Fatty. And that's not me being rude to someone. Long ball nodded away by Valance. First switch for Valles. Vals. Adiwolo on this left-hand side. Axel Ampadu. Cuts away from Elaine. And Coventry are now trying to put the pressure on. Sullivan closing down the Biggleswade player. Slipped by Vals, but able to get it away. Otono runs into a sea of green. It's Valance who sends him to the ground, takes the ball with him. Camwell to Cairns. Awkward moment for Chunga. And now it's with Kyle Carey. He's only getting on goal. He's got a lane there too. And smacks it up the corner. Kyle Carey through for what seemed to be the opening goal for the Red and Greens, but it's off the framework. Oh, sorry for coughing. I've got a little bit of a tickle in the throat. Just 2 minutes in, the Red and Greens with a brilliant opportunity and hopefully a sign of things to come. A big performance needed. Sorry, by Khan onto the head of Carey. Nods it into the Coventry United technical area. O'Grady brings defeat on the halfway line. His first start of the season after being taken off injured in a pre-season game. It's been a frustrating time for O'Grady. And Kwahabi's ball through the Coventry United box, safely back with Reese Francis, Coventry United goalkeeper. Camwell playing at left back today. Hasn't played there for a good old while. Beautiful crossfield ball to find Domelane. Slots it into the penalty area. Riley O'Sullivan makes the run. Could have gone down with the challenge of Khan, the goalkeeper, but he decides to stay on his feet and across the face of goal and cushioned wide up the far post by Kyle Carey. Opening 2 chances of the game falling to the United number 10. Well, we don't have to keep updated with the latest score at the CBS Arena today because the game has already been and gone, and it was a very successful one. Coventry City beating Fulham by 4-1 on Jimmy Hill Day, the meeting between Jimmy's former clubs. Fantastic win for the Sky Blues, who at the moment are joint top of the championship, but that will likely change later with Bournemouth set to play. Of course, Coventry United, Coventry's biggest non-league club, finishing in front of Spinks 5 years in a row. They are just behind Spinks at the moment in the table, but they have 2 games in hand. 2 defeats so far in their opening 8 games. Coventry need to pick themselves up, but we all know the talent that this team possesses, and there's a bit of a stoppage in play as Mian Nabolo is going to need some treatment. 5 minutes gone at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. Biggleswade United 0, Coventry United 0. The Red and Greens with 2 early opportunities with Kyle Carey. And already, Biggleswade sending the subs to go and warm up with Freylis, Mian Nabolo struggling at the moment. On the bench, Biggleswade do have Oliver Henson, Duke Narty, George Harlow and Cameron Omar. Nia Mambolo is jogging off the pitch. Seems like he can continue. It would be a throw-in which Biggleswade should return to Coventry United, and they are doing. Fatty returns to Reese Francis. Well, we get back to the nitty-gritty of this United Counties League Premier Division South match. Here's O'Grady going shoulder to shoulder with his opposite number 7 in Vowles. Giving away to Chunga. Ian Nabolo is very much back on his feet. Offside flag raised against Atono. Lob pass to the right. Falling foul of the flag. We do have highlights of today's match coming up after full time. So make sure to check out the Coventry United TV YouTube channel for the latest goings on from the club. We also have our interviews tomorrow. Francis down the centre of the park towards Riley O'Sullivan. Loose ball picked up by Joe Cairns. He's got Sawyer to the right. Slips it through for Harry Sawyer. Towards a near post. A lane was there, but it's easy pickings for Aram Khan. Khan claiming the cross. El Kwahabi. Axel Ampadu. Aimless ball from the Biggleswade left back. Straight onto the edge of the penalty area where Francis was waiting to gobble it up. Camwell. And that surely is handball against George Joyce. Indeed it is. Flicks up onto the right arm. Joyce kicking the ball away, giving Biggleswade a bit more time to set up. going to be Chris Camwell with the delivery. O'Grady wanted one quick. Not going to get it. Camwell in towards Dominic Lane. Turned away by Adiwolo. Gets alive by O'Grady. And Dom Lane flashes it straight over and nearly through the clubhouse window. I've just heard a foot. I think it has landed. So Aaron Khan, his orange goalkeeping jersey, setting up the goal kick. Coventry very much on top so far in terms of the chances. Possession a bit more towards Biggleswade, I would say. Of course, it's chances that count. Free kick for hand in the back by Kyle Carey on Joyce. There's a strong wind, as well as consistent but light rain. It has been raining across the country all day, so there were fears, especially for the Coventry side, about whether this game would go ahead, and that's gone straight out from the kick from Adiwolo. But the pitch, I must say, looks absolutely brilliant. Not sodden at all. So you've got to take your hats off to the groundsman here. A dangerous ball played in their own penalty area, Coventry United, with Valence and Francis. They've got away with that one, but maybe a few less fingernails around from the Coventry United fans. Camwell's ball cut out by Vals. But a poor ball. Atono wanted it, weighted a little lighter. Perkins. No Nat Kelly today, and O'Grady with a terrible pass. And it could be Atono to put Biggleswade in front, and the only thing that denied him was the post. What a story that would have been for Biggleswade United. As Ivan Atono came within inches of putting Coventry United behind, thanks to that mistake from Josh O'Grady. It's not something you come to expect from the club legend. Cairns in from behind on Chunga. And Chunga passing behind Mohamed Ali El Kwahabi. And that is definitely a mouthful of a name, I must say. And that will be a Coventry United ball. Domelane rather unhappy with the challenge from Ampadu. Elaine feeling that Ampadu had jumped in. Thankfully, Lane's okay. United will get themselves underway with this free kick just inside their own half. Cairns is boxed in but finds a lane, slides it over to Riley O'Sullivan. Space on the left-hand side for Camwell, but O'Sullivan goes for goal and came very close to finding it. Rolls it across the face of the net. We've had 11 minutes in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Biggleswade United 0, Coventry United 0. Counting 5 opportunities for the Red and Greens in the opening 10 minutes, but Biggleswade were a lick of paint away from taking the lead themselves. Anything can happen in the United Counties League. As Elaine nods it into the crowd from the goal kick. Ball is retrieved. And will be Ampadu with the throw. Axel Ampadu looking for options, but not forthcoming. He's going to go long. There it goes from the Draglot left back. Pinballs around the midfield. Adiwolo attempted to slide in by Cairns, but it's maintained by Fatty. Still going Fatty. Great run from the number 10. Fatty. Space on the left for Atono. Will he go for goal himself again? No, he won't. Rolls it to Fatty. Rolls past Fatty and collected by Joe Cairns, one of the world-famous Cairns cousins. And here's the world-famous Coventry number 9, Riley O'Sullivan, heading towards the goal. Slide challenge from behind by Gabriel Adiwolo. Did just the trick, but Riley O'Sullivan feeling that he was caught. There was contact, but I think the referee has got that one right. Back at United's end of the park with Reece Francis returned by Liam Cairns. A former Bromsgrove shot stopper waiting it towards the right-hand side. Intercepted by El Kwahabi. Perkins to Josh O'Grady. Acres of space for Camwell. He's got the freedom of Biggleswade on that left-hand wing. Now taking on George Joyce. Still Camwell. And edged out by Joyce. Coventry United throw, level with the penalty area. It's not the best of throws from Camwell, giving it straight to Vowles. Was aiming for Josh O'Grady, but he just had to stick his leg out and claim it. And that's surely going to be offside against Stephen Atono. Well, later than never from the linesman. I think he was just waiting to see if it would roll back to Francis and his flag wouldn't be needed. And the referee wants the kick to be taken again as Mohammed Ali El Kwahabi is still tying his boots. Would have thought he'd do that before the game. United subs going for a quick warm-up. A youthful-looking bench today with Bowden, Blowers and Donaldson ready to make an impact. Ball getting caught under O'Grady's feet. El Kwahabi upfield to Minambolo, and Coventry concede the throw, but gives themselves a chance to track back. Atono to Ampadu. Vowles launches the right-hand side. Joyce is there, but a crucial header by Camwell keeps Biggleswade at bay for now. Instructions being barked from the touchline as a very wet Coventry United coaching staff look on. Grady dragged to the floor in the right-hand corner of his own penalty area. Referee gives the free kick against Zandi Chunga. Great crossfield ball to Harry Sawyer. Swipes it away from El Kwahabi. The pass to O'Grady wasn't there, and it's back with Ampadu. Collected by Cairns. A lane, and he knew as soon as the ball left his feet what was going to happen. Throw in to Biggleswade. El Kwahabi to Ampadu. Launched upfield, headed back where it came from by Perkins. LA wasn't going to win that aerial duel, but Coventry have it back towards Riley O'Sullivan. Number 5 had it well caught, but the referee says no foul. Great ball from O'Grady. Spied Kyle Carey on the left-hand side. Carey thinking about the spectacular. Here's Liam Cairns. Elaine the target, didn't quite have the legs on it, that ball, and Ampadu has brought it back for the red and greens. El Kwahabi. Chunga. The chase is on for Mian Nambolo against Ben Valance. Mian Nambolo has lost out, but Valance has boxed in. Launches up the left-hand side, but Joyce collects. Straight to Valance. And a lunge in by Vowles. Took neither player nor ball. Camwell upfield towards Dom Lane, and Khan using his head to try and clear the ball. Riley O'Sullivan looking to launch it over the goalkeeper, and it's closer to the corner flag than the goal. Not an effort that O'Sullivan will look back on fondly. Promising play for the red and greens, but they just need to find that final piece of the puzzle. Khan's kick. It's over Carey's head, over everyone's head, in fact, and is straight out just shy of the Biggleswade dugout for a Coventry throw. We're going to need another match ball. Ball in the hands of Chris Camwell. Hasn't played at left back since his Coventry City days, more of a left winger these days. Sawyer. Swiping the boot from Cairns to Elaine, cushions it back, slide in by Joe Cairns, but loses out to Nian Nambolo. Elaine has given away the foul for a bit of a trip from behind. Opportunity for Biggleswade. A couple of yards down line from the centre circle. Nian Nambolo will take. All outfield players in the Coventry half. It will be Freilis Nian Nambolo to look for an option. In it goes. And flicked on with the head of Adiwolo straight out for a goal kick. Our time is certainly going quicker today than the last match. 19 minutes gone. Feels like we've just got started. It's still 0-0 between Biggleswade and Coventry. O'Grady can well screen for it on the left-hand side, but it goes well centrally with Cairns. Valance. O'Grady, United's all-time top scorer, swipes it away from Al-Kwahabi. Beautifully weighted ball to Camwell on the left-hand side. Chips it towards the edge of the penalty area for Kyle Carey. Joe Cairns, who he can hit them. Into the box for Elaine. Was beaten to it, but he'll take the throw-in. Clearance by Stephen Bailey. Harry Sawyer is going to take it. Sort of a situation where you'd want Lewis Ison on the ball, but he's doing rather well for himself at Hednesford. And Purdue, and launched away again by Bailey. And the bounce straight over Atono, who was claiming a shirt pull. Perkins has got the better of the number 9, and Coventry United now playing out from the back once more with Valance. Camwell tracks back to help out. Chris Camwell, a former Sky Blues defender, now playing in midfield. Final touch come off there as Sullivan charged down Stephen Bailey. It stayed in anyway. Joyce and Valance straight over the head of Freilis Nian Nambolo. And the referee has given the free kick in favour of Biggleswade United. I can't say I'm surprised. Nian Nambolo takes it short to Vowles. Waited beautifully to Joyce. Great slide challenge, wrapping his legs around Joyce by Chris Campbell. Out of play for the throw, level with the penalty area. It's a poor throw by Joyce, chested down and launched clear by Valance at the expense of another throw and another match ball as it ends up in the trees. Joyce again with the throw. Nian Nambolo dispossessed by Joe Cairns. Here's Perkins. Valance shields the ball well from Ampadu. Good strength on show from the two dreadlock players. And Coventry United have got the throw in. Final touch coming off El Kwahabi. Elaine rolls it past El Kwahabi. Lovely back heel by Josh O'Grady. This is more like the Coventry United we know and love as O'Sullivan stays down with pain in his ankle. Sawyer squared for Joe Cairns, but it's easily collected by Khan as O'Sullivan limps back into action. Khan throws the ball out, so O'Sullivan can receive treatment. I think he'll be okay, but O'Grady's tying his shoelaces anyway. Latest scores from the Premier League: Burnley 0, Norwich 0. Chelsea 1, Southampton 0. Leeds 1, Watford 0. Leeds yet to win this season. And Wolves 1, Newcastle 0. And of course a win for Bournemouth will take them back to the top of the championship. They're currently drawing 0-0 at home to Sheffield United. Chunga. Miendembolo. Ducking away from Carey, looking for options. Here's Valls. Shrugged aside by Elaine. Good strength on show. He's got options to his left. A slip by O'Sullivan. It was behind Carey, but somehow United maintained the ball. Carey into the box, shielded by Joyce, but he's got it back. Down he goes under the challenge of Joyce. Free kick. Virtually a corner for Coventry United, taken quickly. Camwell squares for O'Grady for a sea of bodies, and Ampadu will do the rest. Cairns. United not done yet. A free kick given for a barge in the back by Niambolo, who is appealing the decision, but it's probably the clearest free kick you'll see all day. As O'Grady looking to go for a goal, and I would say that would be too far out for even O'Grady, but he wasn't a million miles away, just floated over the woodwork. It's after 25 minutes, still 0-0 between Biggleswade United and Coventry United. Khan's kick. Nodded up by Kyle Carey. Cairns tries to keep it in, unsuccessfully. Cairns felt that he'd got the job done. Referee didn't agree. Joyce. Slide in by Josh O'Grady. Maybe took him off his stride, deflected out of Liam Cairns. And Biggleswade could be through here. Cleared by Valance, as I believe it was Brima Fati looking to push through. But now Riley O'Sullivan, United up the other end of the park now. Shoulder to shoulder with the defender, sticks one at goal. But Ali Waller's pressure paying off as it's a comfortable save for Khan. Chunga deflected out by Dom Lane on this near side. The Coventry United fans who have travelled over an hour and a half to watch today's game. So I haven't seen any goals, but promising performance so far from Coventry United. Just need to find the final touch. Elaine. Sawyer found in space. Into the box, it's past O'Sullivan, but it's collected on the left-hand side by Kyle Carey for the opening goal for Coventry United. Yes! 26 minutes in, United take the lead.
Coventry United scored by number 10, Kyle Carey.
Sawyer's ball making it possible, bouncing across the penalty area. Carey steadying himself and striking past Khan. The Red and Greens are back on track, 1-0 to Coventry United. We're back underway. The Red and Greens now in front. Although Biggleswade have not had the most successful seasons, they know where the net is. They have scored on a few occasions. Scored in the last 2 games. So it's not done and dusted yet. Camwell looking to take the ball with him as he escapes Joyce. Camwell into towards Dom Lane, taken out by the goalkeeper, off the line by Ampadu. But Khan has stayed down. Both players going for the ball, neither willing to give up an inch. There was always going to be contact. And Khan is on the floor in a heap. Is not a good sign for Biggleswade. Should of course hope he's okay. Biggleswade don't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. So the home side will be hoping that Khan can continue, but course, they have to keep the best interests of Khan to heart as well. Khan back in a seating position. Next time we come to you live here on CUTV next Saturday from the Butts Park Arena as God Manchester Rovers are the visitors. So Khan is back on his feet. Looks like he's going to give it a go anyway. See if he can continue. It'll be a massive loss for Biggleswade if he can't continue, of course. Referee just checking that Khan is fit to go. A delay of nearly 2 minutes, which will of course be added on the end of the first half when we will be taking a break at half time. So just go get yourself a cup of tea or something colder and be back here for 4 o'clock for the start of the second half. And still the physios are working on Khan, giving him the old magic spray, works every time. I do hope it's something that a bit of deep heat can solve, and it looks like Khan is going to be continuing. Now, of course, as he is a goalkeeper, he doesn't have to leave the field if the physio comes on. He's still moving a bit gingerly, so Coventry United may want to try and take advantage now. Carey pulls it across to Riley O'Sullivan. Away as far as Camwell. It was dipping, but not dipping enough. Khan to take the goal kick, moving it somewhat closer to normal pace. Khan down the centre, nodded up by Cairns. Nodded on by Camwell, but launched upfield towards Atono. Collected by Harry Sawyer. Here's a lane. Sawyer. Up the right it goes. Off the back of Stephen Bailey. And the slide in on Josh O'Grady by Bailey. Coventry United with a free kick about 5 yards outside the penalty area. And it's been a while since I've been able to say this, but it's prime Josh O'Grady territory. But now he has competition. Joe Keynes is going to leave it. Chris Camwell has also tried his hands at free kicks over the last couple of weeks. And Camwell is indeed going to leave it. There's only one man that you want on a free kick. And his name is Josh O'Grady. Oh, and he came so close to fitting back in the groove. It was a very Josh O'Grady-like free kick, but just needed to be half a metre to the left. O'Grady sliding on the ground to try and beat Ampadu. Vowles, El Kwahabi, stopped by a sliding Perkins. The Coventry are still going to get themselves out of danger here. Camwell, United want the free kick, but they're trying to play it away, and they have done. O'Grady, Lofting it over for Riley O'Sullivan. Khan is there, and luckily he's not bowled over this time. The rain still coming down at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. Khan, I don't know where he was going. He was a good few yards outside his penalty area. Closed down by Carey. He has cleared now. Sawyer. Slightly challenged by Vowles. Fatty. Still Fatty. Bailey. Back to Fatty. Slide by Cairns and fair play to Fatty. That's a brilliant run for a crowded Coventry United midfield. Ducking and diving past several challenges. Chunga. El Kwahabi, and the flag is up against Atono, but his opportunity to strike was snatched away by Valance anyway. It's about to enter the last 10 minutes of the first half here on CUTV. Elaine. Bailey should get there ahead of Riley O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan barging his way through as Iwolo intercepts. Now Stephen Bailey. Atono marching up the left-hand side. Trying to trick his way past Perkins. Barge to the ground. Appeals for a penalty. Referee keeps his arms at his side. There's nothing wrong with a good bit of strength. And Perkins has it by the bucket load. It's all the way back with Khan, the Biggleswade goalkeeper. Adiwola nearly caught short by Kyle Carey. Camwell hooked it out under pressure from George Joyce. It's a throw from Joyce to Mohamed Ali El Kwahabi. And had a play again by Cairns. Drilled up towards Riley O'Sullivan by Perkins, but intercepted by Chunga. Blocked by O'Grady. Elaine and Vowles both a bit inconspicuous there, both trying to go for the ball, but didn't want to hurt each other, so they both let it bounce. Fatty. Challenged by Dom Elaine. Coventry United to concede the throw just about in line with their own penalty area. Because Wade have turned it up a notch after the break. You have to give them credit. So after the goal, I should say. Vowles. She loses that shoulder-to-shoulder battle with Joe Cairns. Headed by Adiwolo. Lofted on by Bailey. And the offside flag raised against me and Nabolo. He knew he was offside anyway. O'Grady. Turns away from El Kahabi. Cairns rolls it along the deck to Sawyer. Well, Sawyer go from here. We'll go back towards the United goalkeeper, Reece Francis. Has yet to make a save. Francis, of course, stepping in as captain today in the absence of Aaron Williams. He'll be out for up to 6 weeks. A very busy October coming up, so United would have liked to see Williams come back a bit sooner. And Charlie Faulkner also ruled out of today's game with concussion. Stumble by Cairns, but it won't stop the United assault. That will. Carl Carey's ball too central for Chris Camwell. Cairns frustrated with himself. He didn't claim the ball from El Kahabi. Here's Fatty. Can Biggleswade stay onside this time? Atono. Taking it past Sawyer. Atono into the side netting. This pressure shows that Biggleswade aren't to be counted out. And that is a poor kick from Reece Francis, looking for Kyle Carey. Carey wasn't ready for it. And it's straight out of play for the Biggleswade throw deep into Coventry territory. Adiwolo, and another offside against Ivan Atono. As number 10, Brahma Fatty, puts the ball in the back of the net, but sadly for Biggleswade, that's not going to count. United subs getting rather wet on the far side of the field. A very youthful looking bench today with Chris Roscoe, Jack Bowden, Joe Blowers and Tyler Donaldson available. Adiwolo intercepts and blasts it up the field, header by Perkins. Valance does enough, but it's given away cheaply and a chance to cross now for Mian Nambolo. It's over Vowles from the cross and safely away by Josh O'Grady. Chest control though by Stephen Bailey. Axel Ampadu. Fatty. A good challenge by O'Grady. Off the ball incident with Josh O'Grady will result in a Coventry United free kick in the centre circle as O'Sullivan looked for the run of Kyle Carey, was unsuccessful. 6 minutes until half time at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. Biggleswade United 0, Coventry United 1 is the current score. Quick free kick taken by Perkins. Cairns caught in that exchange. It does find Sawyer on the right. Here's a lane. Return ball to Harry Sawyer, who's set up Carey's opener. Can you do the same? It's towards Riley O'Sullivan. Good strong header by Adiwolo. El Kahabi. Great ball over to the left-hand side for Ivan Atono. United tracking back. And now Atono has to deal with Don Perkins. Skips past Perkins. Atono slide by Elaine. Still an opportunity with Mian Nambolo. Well saved by Reece Francis. The first time the United shot stopper called into action. And as you would expect, he does his duties to perfection. Still alive with Vowles. United have got it back with Cairns. And Kyle Carey seemed to be caught. He's holding his face in an exchange with Stephen Bailey. The officials don't seem to have picked up on that incident. Bailey to Ampadu in a congested midfield, tripped by Elaine. Coventry United concede the free kick. So as we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half, Biggleswade have certainly turned up the heat in the last 10 minutes. Chipped in towards Fatty. Headed by Fatty. And Valance ensuring it won't find Freylis Mian Nambolo. Mian Nambolo still trying to whip it in though, as he collects from Canwell. Laid off to Puig Vowles. Cannons off the Coventry United defender and then off the Biggleswade midfielder. And that'll be a goal kick. Francis taking his time. Away by Reece Francis towards Kyle Carey. Judges it back for Chris Canwell, who got the final touch of that, who's closed down by El Kahabi. It's Canwell who's got the final touch, and El Kahabi's throw will find Mian Nambolo. Crossfield ball chested down by Sawyer. Here's Cairns. Perkins will launch away. O'Sullivan waiting for it. Bailey goes to ground. There didn't seem to be any contact from O'Sullivan from what I saw. Odd free kick, shall we say, but it's given, and it's going to be Mohammed Ali El Kahabi. United will be furious if this results in a goal. It won't do. It's flicked straight off the head of Mian Nambolo. Francis towards the left of the park. Again, Carey dispossessed. Fatty. The interchanging front three, looking to Drag United back level, and not with crossing like that. Not the best of the balls from Fatty, wide at the near post. Just 2 minutes of normal time to go. There will be at least 2 minutes of added time. Francis' kick straight into the stand on the far side of the stadium. That's the Peter Dean stand. Well, our club photographer Jeff Bennett is like a drowned rat at the moment. I think the Biggleswade photographer's got a better idea. He's standing in the stand. But make sure to go and check out Jeff's photos after the game. They'll be uploaded either tonight or tomorrow morning. Look for the link on the Coventry United Twitter account at Cov United and on Facebook. The players will not be enjoying these conditions whatsoever, but let's see if the rain will help or hinder Coventry United on this occasion. Campbell going to put the ball through as well. Sullivan's a little too late to the party as Campbell places it in the box. Biggleswade being a bit lackadaisical there, letting the ball trickle back to the keeper, and Sullivan was not going to let it go. Let's see if Terry's words of wisdom will do the trick. Carey. Crossfield ball to Chris Canwell. In by Canwell towards Riley O'Sullivan, diverted out. Kept in by Joyce. So again, Joyce driving up the right-hand side, just about kept it in. But as he attempted to keep the ball within the confines of play, he's getting it straight back to Coventry United with the ball towards the edge of Reece Francis' penalty area. Sawyer driving on, escapes Niambolo. Offside flag raised against Dom Lane, who came back from behind the defender to try and snatch it away again. Remember, the highlight of today's game will be available hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow morning, here on the CUTV YouTube channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And it's going to be goalkeeper Khan to get us underway again. Khan bounces all the way out. Coventry United throw just in front of Terry Anderson's technical area. Sawyer. Right back where he came from by Chunga. Thumped high into a grey and gloomy sky by Valance. Can O'Sullivan bring it down? Yes, he can. Carey skillfully playing his way through the midfield. Kyle Carey looking to double his money here. It's Carey that loses out to Bernard Puig-Vals. And Purdue playing out of danger well, but tries to play to the left-hand side where Fatty was waiting. The play was behind Fatty, and Coventry might have another throw. There's rather chilly here in Biggleswade, and non-freezing cold in the stand. God knows what the lads are going to be feeling out there. Oh, and Fatty shoving Kyle Carey. I'm not too sure what Fatty's problem was there. I didn't see anything untoward. Referee ordering the other players away as he discusses the actions of Fatty and Carey with the players. No further punishment as Big Dom Perkins will be on this free kick midway into Biggleswade territory. by Perkins. Sullivan at the far post, doesn't reach him. Grady couldn't bring to feet on the right-hand side of the box, and that's with the envelope. Poor ball. Straight to the Coventry United goalkeeper, Reece Francis. Up it goes. Carey. That's a free kick to the Red and Greens. Perkins spots the run of Chris Camwell on the left-hand side. Camwell gets ahead of Joyce. Camwell slides it across towards Dom Lane. Was there a push? Was there a push from Stephen Bailey? Referee says no. Cairns screaming at the ref, hoping he'd change his mind, and still Joe Cairns putting his point across. Elaine looks over to the linesman in disbelief. If only the budget stretched far enough to have VAR. Well, to me, that looked like it should have been a Coventry United spot kick, but of course, I'm not the man with the whistle. Interception by O'Grady. Puig fouls. Biggleswade able to clear their lines again. Liam Cairns, he's made a real difference today on his return from injury. Valance, Elaine. O'Grady going to put Dom Elaine through. Will he be denied this time? Slides in on the captain, and it's going to be a goal kick. Gabriel Adiwolo putting the ball out off Dom Elaine. The rain continues to pour down. Players awaits the kick of Aaron Khan towards the right side of the park. Campbell straddling El Kahadi. Referee says no fouls. Back to his feet. And there's the lunge in and a free kick. If anything, I think he got the ball there. Cairns looking to take it quickly. He was out of position. And the referee, rightly so, calling it back. And Mohamed Ali El Kahabi is feeling the effects of Campbell's knee going into his side. And the referee asking United to take the free kick. Very much out of position, it must be said. And Chris Camwell, the man in form, looking for Riley O'Sullivan on the far side. O'Sullivan cushioned header, launched away by George Joyce on the fringes of the box. O'Sullivan brings it back for the Red and Greens. Here's Liam Cairns. Camwell on the left, cushions it for O'Grady. Looking for an option, blocked off, but slide in by O'Grady, trying to keep it alive. There's Vowles, and the referee giving the free kick to Biggleswade. A bit of a body check from Camwell. No complaints from the former Sky Blues man. Khan plays it short to Bailey. Just able to find the teammate. Here's Axel Ampadu. Joyce. Now El Kahabi. Options in the air. It's back with El Kahabi from Otono. That's won back by Carey, and a push in the back on Carey. Referee has given advantage. Advantage is over, and he's given it straight to Brahma Fati. Now Chunga. Zandi Chunga. Otono. Sandwiched between Liam Cairns and Carey. Chunga into the box. Return ball to Chunga perhaps. No, United right in their own backyard. Now me and Nabolo was the target there, but Kyle Carey tripped United, play it away, will bring an end to that particular chapter. United looking anything but comfortable at the moment. Francis is going to take a short one with this free kick. Cairns, Canwell calling for it on the left. There's a more defensive approach in Ben Valance. O'Grady. There's a 1-2 with Valance. Looking to find Canwell up the left. That could be a perfectly weighted ball. Canwell has to leap over Khan as the goalkeeper claims it. Sort of idea that United need if they are to extend this advantage, still at 1-0 after 55 minutes. Khan drills it out of his box and sends it up the right. Valance. Chested down. And United bring it back. No, they can't. It's with Vowles. Ampadu. There's space on the right-hand side for El Kahabi. Will he cut in or shoot? Yeah, he's done neither. He's given it straight to Liam Cairns with the attempted cutback. Kept right on the touchline by O'Grady, and Chris Cameron ensures that ball isn't coming back for a while. Chested down by Adiwolo. Vowles. Chunga. Shipped towards the penalty area, well won by Ben Valance, who's certainly a contender for man of the match today. This is Liam Cairns, who's really impressed me. Here's Dom Lane making the run for Cairns' long ball. But it's Joyce winning that particular duel. And the offside flag does eventually raise against Fatty. Kyle Carey. O'Sullivan, back to Carey. Perkins. Looking to find Sawyer on the right-hand side, who will win that race between Sawyer and Bailey. Well, Bailey won the race and he's won the free kick for a bit of a push from behind by Harry Sawyer. Again, the next time we're here with you on CUTV, this coming Saturday at home to God Manchester Rovers. 3 o'clock kickoff coverage starting from 5 to 3 here on CUTV. And Khan's kick straight into the trees. Latest score from Spink's Drive for any local supporters is 1-1 against Ainsbury Rovers, who United have coming up. O'Grady, chance for the cross. He'll try and go alone, shoulder to shoulder with Adiwolo, and the big number 5 has probably been Biggleswade's star player. Captain very much leading by example, but Vowles, one of several new signings for Biggleswade, is suffering from cramp at the moment. United sending a couple of players to go and warm up. That looks like Blowers and Bowden to me. Coventry have had a couple of first teams today. There's no Nat Kelly, no Joe Smith, no Aaron Williams, no Charlie Faulkner. So a bit of a bare bones squad today, but at the moment they are getting the job done. And they would have been hoping for more than a 1-0 lead, especially with the chances they've had. But the chances that Biggleswade had towards the end of the first half, I think they'll be glad that they're in front. Goal kick won in the air by O'Grady. O'Sullivan to Joe Cairns, chips it right off the back of O'Sullivan, and Bailey is fouled as O'Sullivan tries to retrieve possession. He's given away too many cheap free kicks, which is curtailing their forward momentum. I want to say a massive shout out to our Coventry United chairman, Joe Haggerty, who is tuned in at the New Albany pub. I'm sure to head to the Albany for the post-match drinks. And we're away. We're always heading there after the game. Biggleswade press on with Atono. Needs support and finds it. 1-2 with Numbello. Launched in. Oh, and near Numbello. He slipped as he attempted a scissor kick. Canwell. Oh, that's a perfect ball for Riley O'Sullivan. Ampadu could do nothing. And Khan could do nothing to keep him out. Riley O'Sullivan makes it 2. Knee slides all round.
Sorry, goal for Coventry United, scored by number 9, Riley Carl O'Sullivan.
A goal from absolutely nothing for the Red and Greens. Textbook from Coventry United. And Riley O'Sullivan doing what he does best, finding the back of the net. Biggleswade 0, Coventry United 2. Bit of comfort now for the Red and Greens, who today are all in green. As usual, getting stick from the fans. And there could be an immediate reprieve for Biggleswade, and they would have, but it wasn't for a fine stop by Reece Francis. Etono hoping to immediately cut the deficit back to 1, but a smart stop. And Francis actually sent it out off Etono for a goal kick. Fun to say it's because I opened my mouth. I'm paid to open my mouth. Here's O'Sullivan. The fans, they fear the commentator's curse too much. In fact, when I first joined, they called me the curse because we lost the first couple of games I covered. Anyway, back to the action. Free kick given against Liam Cairns. Oh, I don't know how I put up with it. I put up with it for nearly 6 years. How am I still here? Valance plays it back to Reece Francis. Riley O'Sullivan holds off Ampadu. Perkins. Gray turns away from Vowles. Less than half an hour to play. Coventry United leading by 2-0. Carey receives from Perkins. Cairns. O'Grady Campbell desperate for the ball, but he's going to go over Stephen Bailey to Riley O'Sullivan, and he didn't get the chance to make it a double as the flag, that pesky flag on the far side, catches Riley O'Sullivan out. Launched away by Khan. One in the air by Carey. Carey receives it again from Joe Cairns. Not the ball he was hoping to play on the right-hand side. Kept in by Bailey. In fact, no, it wasn't. Bailey looking at the linesman in bemusement, feeling that he'd kept the ball in. It was right under the linesman's nose, so I assume he would have known. Cairns. Ampadu. A space on the right-hand side for El Kahabi. Mohamed Ali El Kahabi. He won't get there thanks to Reece Francis racing off his line and clearing it as far as the halfway line. Bounces kindly for Joe Cairns. And no attempt to go for the ball there. Definite free kick and a definite card, I'd assume, too. Bernat Puig Vowles swiping at the leg of Joe Cairns as the Red and Greens are set to make a change. They may well have to change it. But let's see if Cairns is able to continue. Well, I can tell you, it is Joe Blowers coming on for his second appearance for the Red and Greens. Made his debut in the victory at Bugbrook. And there we go, the yellow card for Biggleswade's number 7. Vowles knew exactly what he was doing. And Joe Blowers, who was formerly of Southend United, is going to be making his way onto the pitch. Cairns leaves the field for now, and it's the end of the day for Coventry United's record scorer, Josh O'Grady.
Substitution for Coventry United, placing number 7, Josh O'Grady, number 15, Joseph Blowers.
So Blowers makes his second substitute appearance for the Red and Greens as he replaces a club legend, making his first appearance of the season. It is really great to see Josh O'Grady back. We're missing those free kicks. Talking of free kicks, here comes one from Chris Campbell, but not from shooting range. Back heel by Elaine, puts Kyle Carey through. Carey, well saved with the right foot of Khan. Elaine's not going to let it go though. Over and kicked by Elaine. Wouldn't that have been a spectacular goal? There's another change coming up, and this one's for Biggleswade. And leaving the field is the man who's just been booked, that being Bernat Puig Vowles.
Substitution for Biggleswade United, replacing number 7, Bernat Puig Vowles, is number 16, Cameron Omar.
So it's Cameron Omar who comes on. Looks like a straight swap in midfield for Biggleswade. We're halfway through the second half. The last quarter of the game. Coventry United lead Biggleswade United by 2-0. Cairns nods to the right from Khan's goal kick. Riley O'Sullivan. We're going to link up with the other goal scorer, Kyle Carey, but he looks to a more central location. In towards Blows for his first Coventry United goal. Caught it on the volley, but straight at Khan. Beautiful ball, beautiful run. Just need a bit more power behind it. But Blows has got it back. Here's Joe Cairns, and another save by Khan. Khan keeping his side well and truly in this match. Miambolo. And launched away by Reece Francis with Atono zoning in. Oh, this match has just got good. Teasing run through the midfield. Now it's with Cameron Omar. El Kahabi was hoping to play an overlap, but Joyce was nowhere near him. Cameron on the left-hand side. Here's Dom Lane. He's got the captain, Adiwolo, for company. Returns to Chris Campbell. Great play from United. Smacks off the back of Joyce. Throw into the Red and Greens now. This is much more like the Coventry United we know and love. Want to say hello to Rob Birdie Crow as well, tuned in on YouTube. The throw from Camwell. Here's Carey. Carey dancing around the left-hand side of the penalty area. Who can he find? It's Liam Cairns. Bringing the ball to feet. Here's Riley O'Sullivan. Heavy first touch. Takes him too close to Stephen Bailey. And Joe Cairns sends that one straight into the catch fencing, but the free kick had already been given for a foul on the number 10, Brahma Fati. Bailey. Nodded away by Don Perkins. Here's Kyle Carey. Carey stumbles under the challenge of Omar. Look at that. He's found his way through not one, not two, but three Biggleswade players. Sawyer looking for a lane. Didn't find him at the first time of asking, but he's got it back. Carey. Blowers. Now Valance usually plays at left back, but filling it at centre back today, with a position that he is more than capable of playing. Canwell. Brought to feet in the air by Adiwolo with O'Sullivan looking menacingly behind, and now Elaine with lunge in on George Joyce. Minimal contact, but a free kick for the intent more than anything, I think. Adiwolo onto the left-hand side. Me and Numbolo. Ampadu in front of the Coventry United technical area. Chunga. Crossfield ball along the halfway line. It's with George Joyce. Brought to feet well by Blowers. Elaine. Cairns. Blowers making the run. O'Sullivan the target, but Blowers has brought it back after the interception from Ampadu. O'Sullivan. Cairns wants it. Joe Cairns. He's taken a few branches out of the trees, but he won't have found the net. "19 minutes of play to go here at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium." Kyle Carey and Rollo Sullivan putting Coventry United 2-0 in front. Make sure to join us at the Butts Park Arena next Saturday for the game against God Manchester Rovers, and another change being prepared by Biggleswade, and that will be George Harlow coming on. So George Harlow ready, willing and able for Biggleswade, and Coventry United also making a change. That to me, that's going to be Jack Bowden. And Don Perkins with a foul on Ampadu, which has incensed the Biggleswade coaches and fans on the far side. Perkins checking that Ampadu is okay. Perkins is going in the book. Yellow card for the big number 6. And will United be making the change now? It's going to be a big day for this young man coming on for the Red and Greens. Ampadu still undergoing treatments for the challenge from Perkins. Well, the United sub will have to wait. Omar with the free kick after that lengthy delay. Bounces off the leg of Adiwolo. Gets lobbed by El Kahabi. Launch onto the right-hand side. Atono. Across the face of goal, just too high for Freyas. Me and Nambolo. United ready to defend this Throw in, just about level with their own penalty area. Throw to Fatty. Brought back to the red and greens by Carey, but almost losing out to Ampadu. Thankfully, he's okay now. Elaine nods on, no one there. Straight to Khan. El Kahabi. Omar, challenged well by Liam Cairns, with a slide in on Camwell, but Coventry have got it back. Here's Elaine. There's space on the right-hand side for Riley O'Sullivan. Carey with him too. O'Sullivan! Goal for Coventry United! Nothing but net for the Coventry United. Number 9, Riley O'Sullivan, has bagged himself a brace with 15 minutes to go. And of course, you never count your chickens in football, but with a 3-goal lead with 15 minutes left, you would surely say Coventry United will be heading home with 3 points in the bag. And here comes the change for Coventry United. And a big moment for Coventry United under-18s midfielder Jack Bowden, his Coventry United debut, rewarded for his impressive performances in the under-18s team. Welcome to the first team, Jack Bowden. Let's see what the kid can do in the final 15 minutes as Coventry United have surely got an unassailable lead now. Flicked out off Blowers for the throw-in. Edgar Harvey. Off the arm of Blowers, but he had his arm to his side. Nothing he could do. Played back to Perkins. Now Francis, the Coventry United skipper, in the absence of Aaron Williams. Perkins. Crossfield pass to Chris Camwell. Blowers. Liam Cairns. The player of the match vote will be opening in just a few minutes, so make sure to have a look on the Twitter channel at Coventry United and have your say. And also the player of the month poll is still open. It's open until 8 o'clock tomorrow. It's down to the final 4 now, which is Reece Francis, Ben Valance, Joe Cairns and Riley O'Sullivan. Chest control by Valance. Camwell strides away from El Kahabi. Trying to launch it over Khan! Tell me he hasn't just done that! Chris Camwell with an absolute peach! His second goal of the season, and they have both been worldies. From the left touchline, from a good 30 yards. What the fans are there just saying that was a cross. I can tell you right now, he meant every bit of that. Sending it straight over a helpless Khan. Goal of the season candidate, rubber stamps right there. Chris Camwell makes it 4-0. He's going to be replaying that one for months. Well, we're yet to see the old 5 this season. We're perilously close. Part of me doesn't want us to see the old 5 because I've got to hear more of Alan Ward then, but... It's a Coventry United tradition here. As soon as we score 5 goals, you hear Alan screaming the old 5. We haven't heard it for a while. Of course, the last time Coventry United did score 5 goals, there were no supporters in the stadium, so it's been a good old while. Let's see what the lads can do. What an effort! Oh, smacks off the woodwork! Biggleswade nearly getting on the action. As Antonio smacks one off the crossbar. And now it's United straight on the attack again with Riley O'Sullivan. And Coventry United have the free kick right on the left-hand side of the penalty area, the left-hand corner, after a lunge in by Joyce, nowhere near the ball. I think he knew it was a losing fight, didn't want to let him get into the penalty area. That is going to be a definite yellow card for the Biggleswade right back. There it is, number 2. George Joyce receives the yellow card. As we're about to enter the last 10 minutes, Biggleswade are going to make another change. Well, Josh O'Grady and Joe Kent are both off the pitch, so the set pieces are up for grabs. It's Chris Camwell and Kyle Carey standing over this one towards the left. He's going to go for the far top corner or an in-swinger. Now it's put over from close range by Riley O'Sullivan. And Biggleswade ready for their second change, which will be George Harlow, who's been waiting for a while. United also have one more change they can make. Their only outfield sub left is Tyler Donaldson, the other being Chris Roscoe, the goalkeeper, and it is the end of the afternoon for Mohammed Ali El Kahabi.
Replacing number 8, Ali Mohammed. It's number 15, George Harlow.
That's Khan down the centre of the park. A much better second half performance for Coventry United as the rain starts to deteriorate. Here's Bowden. Can they cap off a great away day of a magical moment for Bowden? Not on that occasion. Looking to square it for Dom and Lane. Collected by Khan. It's away by Khan. Sawyer. A midfield battle going on with that ball, but here's Liam Cairns. Bowden. Finds Camwell. Chris Camwell to Liam Cairns. It's with Blowers. Sawyer to Carey. Carey couldn't keep it in. And that'll be a throw to Biggleswade United. They've given it away easily. A lane, bit of a push. Referee giving the free kick. And I think Kyle Carey calling for that one quickly. Wants an opportunity at goal to find his second of the game. O'Sullivan's got a brace. Carey wants one too. Chris Camwell may have something to say about that. And United, I believe, getting Tyler Donaldson ready. Indeed they are. Their final change of the match coming up with Donaldson ready to go. So a few players standing around that ball. Camwell placing it. O'Sullivan there. He's going to leave it. He's already scored one cracker. Can Camwell make it 2? United want to make a change. The referee, I don't think he understood that United wanted to make it immediately. It is Tyler Donaldson coming on. And Don Perkins leaves the field.
United replacing number 6, Dominic Perkins. Number 12, Tyler Donaldson.
Camwell's had to wait with the substitution being made, but he's eyeing up Wildy, number 2. Focused Chris Camwell. Bounces past the post. Khan making sure that it was edging wide. Remember to vote for your man of the match on the Coventry United Twitter at Coventry United. And the highlights of today's game will be available tonight here on the CUTV YouTube channel. Alain trying to battle his way through, held up by Adiwolo. And a goal kick. As he closing on goal. Both goalkeeper and defender able to keep Alain out, but the skipper is in a bit of trouble. So the 4 nominees for man of the match are Chris Camwell, Riley O'Sullivan, Liam Cairns and Ben Valance. Well, you haven't got long to vote, so make sure to head to at Coventry United on Twitter very quickly to register your vote before the final whistle. We'll also be naming our CUTV man of the match. Chunga. Here's Ampadu. Approach with the left-hand side, curtailed by Liam Cairns, who gets my vote for man of the match. O'Sullivan. Here's Alain. Looking to thread it through for O'Sullivan. He's maintained the ball. Joyce just prevents the corner. In fact, no, he hasn't. There will be a red and greens corner taken quickly by Alain. Here's Camwell. Blowers. Cairns. Now with Kyle Carey shrugging past Ampadu! Pick that one out!
Goal Coventry United scored by number 10, Kyle Carey.
United with their 4th of the second half, and as you heard it from Alan Ward, it's the old 5. He's been waiting for nearly 2 years to say that. And our stadium announcer Roy next to us playing the Hawaii 5-0 tune as well. But it's been a good day for the Red and Greens, 5-0. But Kyle Carey rivaling that stunner from Camwell. 2 contenders for goal of the season right there.
Literally puts it out just before as well.
There's going to be a third and final substitution for Biggleswade United. It is Stephen Bailey leaving the field.
Biggleswade United replacing number 6, Stephen Bailey. It's number 12, Oliver Henton.
So Oliver Henton, the final substitution of the game. With just over 2 minutes to go, Coventry United will be enjoying a very happy return to the Free Spire City tonight. Joyce takes it too close to Alain. Able to maintain possession. Henton launches over to Ampadu off his knee. And no way Soil was going to let that get past him. Here's Carey. Bowden. Shields well from Chunga. Liam Cairns receives from Blowers. Now Chris Camwell, who hasn't half been bad at left back today. Khan coming off his line out of his box to prevent Riley O'Sullivan's effort. Omar. Can Biggleswade go for a consolation? Atono. Ivan Atono was looking for Mian Nabalo at the far post, but it skews out for the goal kick. And Otolo is staying down. Of course, Biggleswade now out of substitutions. So if he can't continue, then Biggleswade will be down to 10 men. Bam Valence is trying to help the Biggleswade striker out. A bit of cramp, perhaps. Referee just checking that Otolo is okay. We're back underway, the last 30 seconds of normal time. Haven't been many stoppages in the second half. A bit of cramp for a couple of players, about as far as it's gone. Sawyer. Carey dropping deep. Lovely curling crossfield ball to Chris Camwell. O'Sullivan. With a dart past Joyce. And complete his hat-trick. Camwell wants it down line. Dink down line to Camwell. Is there time for one more for the Red and Greens? Kills it over to Kyle Carey. He wants his hat-trick too. Blowers! Looked like it was destined for top bins. And Harry Braggington saying there's a fatty on the pitch and a fatty on the mic. I'm going to two-foot him when I see him later. We are now into added time as Khan clears once again. Can United go for a Super 6 with time running out? Sawyer. So Carey was offside. It's deflected out off Ampadu. Bowden. Liam Cairns. Camwell's over there. Here is Chris Camwell. Dinked up to Riley O'Sullivan. Told to hold by Chris Camwell. Camwell takes it on. Great work by Camwell and O'Sullivan into the area for Kyle Carey to complete his hat-trick. And that fingertip from Khan enough to deny Carey the match ball. And you have to say that Aaron Khan has done his team justice today. The two standout players for me, Adiwolo, the centre-back, and Khan, the goalkeeper. Well, the referee had his whistle in his mouth, but it was just his beard. Here's Joyce, Adiwolo. Just kept in on this near side. The flag stays down. There's a chance to take away the clean sheet for Etono. Francis won't be beaten, but he's rounded the goalkeeper. And Biggleswade have scored. United feel that Etono was offside. Etono saying no to that clean sheet. Well, it would have been nice for United to head back with a clean sheet in tow, but they'll make do with the 3 points. As time runs out, we've had 3 minutes of added time. Sullivan stretches. He's going to play for the throw. Here's Blowers, Cairns. Kyle Carey. Blowers. It's Camwell again. Deflected to Riley O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan and Carey both on hat-tricks. This could be their final chance. Looking for Bowden. Blocked off by Joyce. Play continues into a 4th minute of added time, nearly into a 5th. Kansas header. Chunga takes it too close to Bowden. Looking to dink it through. Here's Kyle Carey. Angle's too tight for a shot. Here's Blowers for his first Coventry United goal! A Super 6 rounded off in super style. Jack Blowers back for the first time in a Coventry United shirt. Stroked home by the former Southend man. And the perfect way to end a near perfect second half for the Red and Greens. As the rain starts to pour down again, I think the players will be happy for a warm drink and some dry clothes at full time. As we come to the end of the 5th minute of added time, Coventry United are back. A strong second half display sees the Red and Greens through at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. Riley O'Sullivan and Kyle Carey both leaving with braces. An absolute stunner from Chris Camwell, as well as a big moment for Joe Blowers with his first Coventry United goal. A job well done for Terry Anson and his boys. They can return home happy ahead of the game against God Manchester next week. Final score here at the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. Biggleswade United 1, Coventry United 6. And that will do us here on CUTV. Thank you very much for being a part of today's match. Like I said, we will be back on Saturday for the game against God Manchester. Live coverage here on CUTV from 2:55. Highlights will be going up tonight. Yes, that's right, you heard me. Tonight you'll see the highlights. And we'll be interviewing Coventry United manager Terry Anderson and a player as well before we head back to Coventry and head back to the Albany. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, final score, Biggleswade 1, Coventry United 6. We'll see you next time on Coventry United TV.